one who knows nothing can understand nothing. Plunge deeper into the darkness, and your heart will grow even stronger.
Good tidings, everybody, and welcome to the Ansem Report podcast, the longest-running Kingdom Hearts podcast in the world. This is episode 124. We got a wild, crazy episode for you. I'm Mike, and with me, as always, is my brother, Jason. Hello, Jason.
What up?
What up? What's going on, dude? How you living?
Dude, I'm feeling good.
I'm
excited to do the podcast, dude.
Yeah, me too, dude. I'm very excited. Before we get into it, this is a weird week for Kingdom Hearts
Wacky
news. It was a weird, wacky week. But before we get into that, we actually have two reviews on Apple Podcasts.
What the? On the same day?
On the same day. This first one's from our good friend Yonag, or Gonaway, if you will.
Yo.
And Yonag gives us 5 stars, of course, and says, perhaps a little cool. A little cool. Here is what Yonag has to say. I started listening to you guys starting in January of this year. As of today, I officially listened to every last episode of the podcast. I've never once listened to a podcast before or after this one, and I realized that I've been missing out. Joining your guys' Discord has been great, even though I haven't really talked to anyone in it so far. Just being involved and hearing my own answer being read for the question of the week is amazing. In the future, I'd love to become more close with members of Discord, and if anyone would like to talk to me, I would love that. I want to thank both of you. I don't know why
Yeah, Mike doesn't know how to read, dude.
I don't know how to read. I want to thank both of you for all the work that you put into the show and keeping me entertained during my very boring job. Love you all, and may your hearts be your guiding keys. Gavin.
Dude. We know his name.
Game reveal or name reveal?
Name
also
reveal.
game reveal.
Game reveal, name reveal.
Thank you for that review. And then we have a second one from Nicholas T, who gave us 5 stars, and the subject says, couldn't wait to be number 69. And Nicholas says, man, after watching literally every KH YouTuber dry, I decided to check out my podcast app I've never used in my life and found YouTube. Best discovery of the last few months. I haven't watched everything yet, but the question of the week where someone talked about their KH-themed fleshlight being their medium for time travel was my hint that I was in the right spot. I'm the only person I've met in my area that loves and follows this series lore as deep as it can go. I would pay good money to sit and talk with Mike and Jason about this series without the filters other KH content makers have. 13 out of 7 would listen again. Bravo.
Dude.
Thank you, Nicholas.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad you feel like you fit in because of the fleshlight. Shout out to both Nicholas and Yonag, or Gavin, as he is now known.
Yeah, dude. And you don't have to pay money to talk to us. Just come say hi.
Yeah.
We stream all the time on Twitch.
We stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/SpikeGhetti Bros, or you can join our Discord.
Play Kingdom
Links in the
Hearts,
description.
all that shit.
And yeah, we like to hang out and talk to the good people. So just if you want to come hang out and talk to us, let us know. And if you want to be like Nicholas and Yonag, you can go on Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star review. I think last week I said we have 59 reviews and we wanted to get the 69. We have
61 now.
We actually have 63 5-star ratings, but only 61 left a review. You get what I'm saying? Like, you can just say 5 stars.
Oh,
and not
like type anything.
Yeah, either way helps. Dude. So please.
Thank you.
Do that if you're so inclined. Now let's get into some Kingdom Hearts news. First of all, we normally record this podcast early in the week, and we're recording it late in the week. So we kind of got a lot of things to talk about.
Yeah.
First of all, the Summer Olympics opening ceremonies, the Walk of Athletes, included selections of Kingdom Hearts music, among other Square Enix properties and other video game music. They used the Olympus Coliseum theme.
Yeah, it fits so well.
To
me, it seems like a meme or like an edit when I see it, but I know that like people who don't know what it's from will be like, that won't even blink. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because it fits.
Yeah, it fits. They also used Go For It, I believe, at some point, which is the that one.
Hell yeah.
And I don't know if they used other Kingdom Hearts music. I don't remember. I don't have a list in front of me. I thought KH13 would have a list for me, and they didn't. So it's a little cringe. Anyway, I know they use some Dragon Quest music. They use some Nier Automata music.
Okay.
They use some different Square Enix stuff. Nintendo, I read, was supposed to be there, and then they pulled out at the last minute.
I don't know why.
I don't know why
That's
either.
kinda weird.
It's a very weird Nintendo. That's a very Nintendo thing.
Kind of
yeah.
random.
You know, very random. But I thought that was really cool. A lot of people were popping off on Twitter about that. Not really much more I can say about it other than it's cool to see Kingdom Hearts in a mainstream capacity.
Yeah.
Then
I was seeing the classic, the Leonardo DiCaprio where he's like pointing. With Cage fans.
Yeah, everybody was like freaking out about it. Like,
Yeah,
it was kind
it's
of
cool.
It was kind of a cool Twitter moment. There's a
Yeah.
lot of people on Twitter freaking out. Speaking of Twitter moments, I don't really know where to begin with this one. So cynical.
Let me just read it.
The Gamer's Joint. Should I read it in his voice?
Yeah, one of us.
Okay. Do you want to do it?
I don't care.
I'll do it. This is a tweet he did late, or when did he tweet this? Hold on.
The Gamer's Joint.
On the 24th of July, the Gamer's Joint, cynical himself, tweeted, "Oftentimes I think about Kingdom Hearts 2, and I'm like, how TF were you that comprehensible during 2005? Like, damn, the devs were completely woke. Like it or not, this game popularized the franchise hands down." Jason, what the fuck does that mean? I'm like,
it's comprehensible, not comprehensive, and woke.
I don't understand what that means. I don't know. Like, okay, I guess I get what I'm memeing a little bit when I say I don't know what that means. What he's trying to say is that the game was ahead of its time. At least with the comprehensible part, I think. The woke
part is definitely has to just be straight up a meme, because like, how is Kingdom Hearts 2 like a woke game?
Yeah. I don't think he means woke in the way like people say woke about like, yo, I'm very aware of the issues in the world.
Yeah,
and like political and
stay woke.
Stay woke. I think what he means is they were just like we're good at their jobs. I don't know. Then I was hoping to get some clarification on this, right? I went down in the replies and someone tweeted at him, "What's woke about this game?" And Gamer's Joint replied, "Please don't be stupid." And then they replied, "No, I don't get it. Explain." And he said, "To explain would take up 80% of my cereal consumption, and I'm not sacrificing that. So either you played the game and understand, or you're in the dark."
That's all that needs to be said, baby.
I guess so. I guess this man. What's his deal? This is like classic turkey nipples. butter your biscuit. This is classic Gamer's Joy. I don't know what to. But like my thing is like, okay, say we translate this to say,
yeah.
How was Kingdom Hearts 2 a game that's so ahead of its time? The devs were really on their game, you know?
Yeah.
Say he said that.
Yeah.
And then he says, like it or not, this game popularized the franchise hands down. Who is he talking to?
I don't know.
Who is going, yeah, you know, Kingdom Hearts 2 ain't great.
Right.
Like, that's like some dissenting opinion. Like, who is saying that Kingdom Hearts isn't good? If anything, people overrate Kingdom Hearts too. Like, who's saying that it's not good?
Exactly.
Who is he like?
It's come full circle to the point where saying that it's good is like it's the woke thing.
Yeah, do the Eric Andre meme. How did you say something so controversial yet so brave? No, dude. Like, what are you talking about?
Good game is good, dude.
God, come on, man. Like, what are you doing? This is, like, if someone would have said this about like BBS,
yeah,
I'd be like,
Okay, that's an opinion. That's a take.
That's a take that it's gonna ruffle some feathers, so to speak. This is not like this is all you're gonna get in the comments, and if you look at the replies, all it is people going, yeah. They're just sucking Kingdom Hearts 2's dick, dude. That's all they're doing. Yeah, I did it. I did a fucking. I'm sucking a dick. You didn't get to see it. Jason did though. But that's all it is.
See, my eyes are bleeding.
Like
it was like not a good. It would have been a shitty blowjob.
Hey, dude, I'm not experienced. Okay, cut me some slack. But like, come on, man. What are we doing? Like, what are we doing here, Gamers Joint?
I just liked all the meme versions that people did.
Aba had a really good
liked
meme
Aba's.
version. There were some other good meme versions I can't think of. Actually, I saw Aba's tweet before I saw his, so I was real fucking confused.
You're like, Aba?
Cause
tweeting about her shit?
Tweeting about her shits? What is happening? Aba, are you okay? Hold on, I'm gonna read hers.
Shoutouts to Aba. I love you.
Aba. So Aba said, oftentimes I look at the shit I took this morning and I'm like, how the fuck were you that comprehensive during 9 a.m.? Like, damn, my asshole was completely woke. Like it or not, this turd popularized the toilet bowl, hands down. And then Cheney said, what's woke about your shit? And regular Pat said, please don't be stupid. And Cheney said, no, I don't get it. Explain. And then Keynote said, to explain would take up 80% of my shit consumption. I'm not sacrificing that. So either you've taken a shat and understand, or you're in the dark.
Oh my God.
There's only so much fudgy flakes in my cupboard. Let me eat. You guys are funny people.
What in the fuck?
Oh, man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. The Gamers Joint, dude, he's just I didn't mean to click
He's just a crazy kooky guy.
He's a kook. He's
kooky.
He's a little nutso. Speaking of kooky, another weird Kingdom Hearts thing that happened this week is, well, this isn't strictly a Kingdom Hearts thing. Neo: The World Ends With You came out. And suddenly there was this leak of unused assets, and it was 2 characters, and one of them was Sora, made in The World Ends With You style. Okay.
Yeah.
It looks good. Like,
it's definitely fucking fake, though.
Well, if you would have asked people before, they would have said, no, this isn't fake. This is real.
No, this looks fake.
Shout out to all the motherfuckers that, like...
Look at his hair.
Well, listen. Shout out to all the motherfuckers that, like, added me or were, like, in the Discord. Like,
we're like, look.
Mike's gonna have to talk about The World Ends With You. Guess what, fuckers? It was fake. You've been fooled. You are fools. You've been fooled by this guy.
Like, as if it would ruin our day, dude. Like,
Now, you know what? Now it would ruin my day. You were fooled by Somnus. And he says, okay, it's time I came clean. I made this model of Sora in the style of Neo: The World Ends With You to see how well I could pull it off. And I started posting it as if it was real data mine purely for fun. I definitely didn't expect to spread as far as it did, though. Christ. So this guy posted this and said, this is a data mine leak. We data mined the game, it's in there. And other data miners were like, well, that's weird. I didn't see it in there. Yeah. And everybody was just like, it's real. And this guy said, I didn't expect it to travel as far as it did. Of course, you just like lied to people and now you're mad.
Well, also, just everybody on Twitter's fucking stupid too, dude.
Right.
They just retweet shit. They don't fucking look into it.
For sure. I don't know what that
what
is.
The fuck? It's just
I don't know what that was.
Some random Shion going home meme.
I don't know.
All right,
I must have clicked it on accident.
That was on I'm Mimi says, dude.
Finally, what's probably the biggest news of the week, we buried the lead a little bit. Square Enix released an 8 gigabyte patch on PC via the Epic Game Store for specifically Kingdom Hearts 2.
Article by
Orpheus Joshua.
Shouts to OJ. Love him.
Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix has been updated to fix a bug and improve stability. And they said they aim to increase stability. They're looking into increasing stability for all Kingdom Hearts titles on PC. So last week we talked about the Fix Khan PC movement.
Khan!
Right?
Yeah.
And at the time, I was all about it. I supported it. Like, hey, yeah, let's.
Of course, these games should.
Why wouldn't we fix?
You paid money. It should fucking work.
Right.
It's and like 15-year-old games.
I still believe in that ideal. That ideal of, hey, this game should be fixed, right?
Right. If you're gonna release the product, it should fucking work.
Exactly.
True.
Exactly. I still believe in
Bare
that ideal.
minimum.
However, I think things are getting a little weird with this. Specifically, Violent Gamer. With what Violent Gamer's doing, okay? Because at first he was just like, "Hey guys, let's." He created the hashtag, I'm pretty sure, and he's been.
He was adding in like the Discords and stuff that we're in,
right, and tweeting out about it, and I think that's great. Then he tweeted something which he has now deleted, saying, I'm paraphrasing here. I don't remember the exact words, and I didn't screenshot the tweet or anything, but saying, "It's crazy how these big Kingdom Hearts community members won't tweet hashtag FixKH on PC. I guess when you're getting too busy getting your pockets lined with money, you can't support things like this." It was something along those lines. I'm paraphrasing.
Just a bad take.
But he definitely said the pockets lined with money thing. So I don't know if he's calling out Cynical or HMK or whoever. Okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, yikes, that's like a weird take. He deleted it and apologized. So, okay, fine. That's fine, right? I get it. Sometimes I say weird things.
Sometimes you say dumb shit, dude.
Sometimes you say dumb shit as people.
Everyone's allowed to say some dumb shit every once in a while.
Right. But then it still was getting kind of weird. The Comprehensible and Woke tweet that we talked about earlier.
Yeah.
He tweeted at that saying, "You know what'd be really woke? If Square Enix fixed the Kingdom Hearts games on PC, Jared, you should tweet," basically trying to get Cynical to say something. Cynical didn't respond. Then he started tweeting at various Square Enix social media accounts, and not tweeting at them, but replying to a tweet where they tweeted about something completely different.
They're like, "Hey, we're all of Square Enix with all of our games, all of our different departments, everything." Like, bro,
it's very weird what he was doing. I don't really understand. The Final Fantasy Pixel remaster has really bad font for some reason, and someone found a way to fix it on Steam
to get to the original font.
And an executive producer at Square Enix retweeted it. Like, hey, if this is what you got, he didn't say anything, but he just retweeted it.
He just retweeted it, yeah.
And this is Violent's tweet. "This is honestly so sad. An executive producer at Square Enix retweeting a fan fix to a newly released port instead of the devs fixing the issue themselves. Makes me wonder if they care enough to hashtag FixK on PC, but only time will tell." Here's Square Enix saying, "Your adventure in Shibuya starts today. Neo, The World Ends With You is now available on PS4 and Nintendo Switch." And then he just tweeted, "This is your daily reminder to hashtag FixK on PC." Weird. And here's the cynical one. "It would be woke if they would fix KH on PC, enjoy the games without crashes and audio bugs. We would appreciate your support." And I just think this makes us look stupid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's one thing if you're tweeting at them and saying, "Please fix it," right?
Yeah.
Epic Games Store. The summer sale is here. Some sweet deals on Epic titles. Please fix the Kingdom Hearts ports. It should be embarrassing to see how bad the audio and crashes are, and a lot of people are refusing to buy the games until they're fixed. Epic Games don't develop the fuck. What the fuck, right?
Yeah, it's fucking weird, dude.
It's weird. And then when they finally tweeted that they released the patch, he said, "We did it, lads. Community feedback works as long as we come together. Hashtag FixKH on PC." Yeah, you guys did it. In a matter of 2 weeks, you convinced Square Enix not only to patch the game, but do an 8 gig patch for the game. You're right. I think there's a way to do this without hassling people's social media accounts. Don't you think, Jason?
Definitely. It's one of those things where it's like there's fucking tweeting to your community, asking for your community for support, all that type of shit is totally fine. Even tweeting at them saying, "Hey, this is something that we want," right? And tweeting at them and saying, "Hey, this is a problem," right? Because it's clear it's pretty embarrassing for the company to release these really old games in a way that don't even fucking work. Like, I completely 100% agree with that. But like, at least do your due diligence to like fucking say it to the people that can actually do something.
Right.
Because otherwise you just kind of seem like a dick. Like, I don't know how else to put it. Like, it's one thing to make sure that your movement or whatever the fuck doesn't die, but like to just be constantly harassing people about it. It's just fucking weird, dude. Like, it's one of those things where normally I don't have a Twitter. I don't care what people fucking tweet, but like, if it's making it seem like the Kingdom Hearts community is like one thing goes wrong in Kingdom Hearts community, like, I feel like they just are always putting out stuff that we want, like, all the time. Like, the only thing I can think of in recent memory is like Mom not having multiplayer stuff, but like I think a lot of people don't even really care about Mom anymore,
right?
So it's whatever,
right?
But like,
I mean, they would if they released more stuff for it, but yeah,
it would still be not that it's like dead, but like a vast majority of people are playing KH2, KH3, you know what I mean? So like, it just makes it seem like one thing happens, and then to have people essentially just constantly like berating to be like, "Hey, fix this. And it's like, bro, like, this shit takes time, dude. And so like, I don't know, like, obviously that patch didn't get made overnight.
And you know what? I'm not saying like the movement didn't work, but they definitely were already planning on patching it. This shit doesn't come together in like a matter of weeks. And I think what Violin was looking for was transparency, but I don't know, if I were me and I just saw this same account like being just like kind of rude and just kind of like badgering, I wouldn't fucking say shit to them.
Yeah.
He's lucky that people like that they said, "Hey, we're working on other games too." He's lucky they said that, to be honest. Like I wouldn't have. I would have just been like, "Here's a patch. Fuck off," because you guys are all being like fucking brats, dude. BioRoxas put it the best. I love BioRoxas, by the way. Shout out to our boy. And he says, "Hate that people are going to think that obnoxiously tagging and harassing Square's social team is the reason this patch came out, but glad to see some stability coming to the PC ports regardless. Thumbs up." So I'm proposing something, Jason. This is what I'm proposing.
Okay.
Instead of hashtag fix KH on PC, I'm going to start the hashtag please patch Kingdom Hearts. Please patch KH.
Please patch KH, dude.
It's a much better tag anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tag that from now on, because like I don't want, like, I'm sure Violin's a nice guy and I'm sure he has his, he's a human like the rest of us. He has his things dealing with, but that was not the move, Chief. That was not it, and it made me feel like bad that we supported it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It definitely made me uncomfortable.
Right? Like, why are you badgering not only Square Enix, like social, like the social media managers can't go to the fucking president Square Enix man and say, "Hey, I'm getting a lot of people tweeting this, we better, like there's people, social media people doing their job.
It's so fucking ridiculous, dude. Because it's like, okay, like I literally like do this type of shit. It's like the people that are running the Twitter are running all the social medias. They have like certain revenue. They have certain like media files that they can use to choose from to make ads, to do engagement, all this shit. They have absolutely nothing to do with what is happening to the game. Right. And when they talk to their bosses, about engagement. They don't talk to them about like random fucking people tweeting at them like this shit, right? Like, it's important that these get fixed, but it's like, this is not the fucking way to do it, dude. Right. Like, well, and like, just like do your due diligence to like realize, like, just take a second, like, okay, tweeting at them and then having other people do the hashtag, getting a hashtag, that's totally fine.
Getting it trending? Oh, that's dope.
That's fine. Yeah, that That shit can work. It's been
when
proven to
they're
work.
like, hey, Final Fantasy remaster, and you going, well, you still haven't fixed KH on PC.
Like that's not gonna do anything, dude. Like people who only play Final Fantasy and they've only heard like weird shit about Kingdom Hearts, they're gonna see this shit and like cringe. They're gonna be like, oh, fucking cringe ass Kingdom Hearts fucking fans.
Cringe ass Nene baby.
Exactly, dude. And it's like that's not what we are, dude. And it's like, I don't know, man. It just feels fucking bad.
All right, I feel like we've beat a dead horse here. I feel like I'm not saying anything bad about Violin. I'm just saying he probably shouldn't have done it that way.
I just wish
and I hope that he doesn't in the future.
Yeah, like it's obviously out of like passion for the game.
Yeah, it
comes
from a good place
and wanting it to be the best that it can be, because this shit that it is right now is fucking terrible.
Well, and I guess one of my big points, dude, too, is like, yes, it sucks that these games aren't fully playable. I mean, I've heard some people say, hey, I've gotten through the game and no crashes, fine. I think a lot of it is PC dependent, a lot of it, but there's obviously some issues with it. I'm not trying to say there aren't issues with it. What I'm trying to say is, aren't there fucking more important things going on in the world in general? You know what I mean? Like you're bad. Like, couldn't you spend that energy doing something to better your own life or better someone else's life? Or like this is like yeah, hashtag it, tweet about it, but like don't harass people about it. Like it'd be one thing. You know what? The only time I feel like that kind of way of doing things on Twitter is appropriate is if, like, say you're trying to raise money for a good cause, and you know there's like this YouTuber that, you know, like Mr. Beast, someone like Mr. Beast, and you're like, hey, yeah, Mr. Beast, at Mr. Beast, could you please like consider donating to this cause, right?
Yeah.
But even then, if you're going on Mr. Beast's other tweets and saying, please donate to this cause, like, he ain't gonna do it.
One,
That's ridiculous. So like, stop doing it that way. I don't know. It just makes me sad, because it's like there are people in this community who are great and do great things, like a BioRoxas, like a Water KH, like a 13th Vessel, you know, people that make sweet mods or they do cool things, and Kingdom Hearts is such a cool game series with like family themes and like working together themes, and when we do things like this as a community, it makes us look stupid and not cool, like, and not like a fun place to be, in my opinion. So please stop. It's time to stop. Anyway, we're gonna take a short break. When we come back, we're going to do the question of the week and other hijinks. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Ansem Report podcast. Jason, it's time for the question of the week. Oh, yeah. Shout out to AfroRoxas. This week's question of the week a little different.
A bit of a weird one.
If you will. From Broondocks, it says, with the dry season inbound, our Ansem Report podcast summer vacation is beginning. We're going to need some things to keep us occupied. So in the spirit of the 7 wonders, does your hometown have a wonder? Is there a mysterious place, artifact, or event that the gang should check out? Kind of fun. Kind of doxing.
Okay.
We're doxing everybody.
Yeah. As a community, as a
community dox. Yawnag says, in my town of Albany, Oregon, there's a place called Fork in the Road. When you go there, there's just a ginormous fork in the road. And there is, in fact, a fork.
Wow. Damn, that fucking fork was clean.
It's a big-ass fork.
That shit's photoshopped. What if somebody in the question of the week just fucking photoshopped some shit?
I mean, honestly, it might be. It might be photoshopped.
It looked photoshopped.
Pokemon Trainer Jay says the usual the usual haunted tunnels and caves to go along with the unsolved murders that every little place has. Very, very vague, Pokemon Trainer Jay. Billy the Kid Lawrence says, you assume I get out of the house to see the town. False. I witness only the wonders of my household, which include pretty much none except for my refrigerator and the Mommy Aqua Pop you sent me. Thanks for that, gentlemen, and thanks for this question. You've inspired me to leave the house in search of wonders. I now embark on a perilous journey that will surely change my life forever. 5 minutes later, I wore sandals when I went out, stubbed my toe on a boulder, fuck the world, internet is bae.
On a boulder? What did you see? It's a boulder, dude.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey.
Unlucky.
Zach is Zeta. Shout out to Zach, who just reached affiliate on Twitch. Vloggers.
Fuck yeah,
Go
dude.
check them out.
Fuck yeah.
There's a house in my old town back in the woods that is a giant spear that looks exactly like the spear at Epcot. So that's different, I guess. Okay.
Dude, I love me some spheres, dude. Shit's spherical, dude. It's a miracle.
Spherical and woke.
Yes.
Kyrie's bro says the biggest wonder around here in Canada is the North American house hippo. They're small creatures only about the size of a hamster. They're
What?
nocturnal and make their nests in bedroom closets using lost mittens, dry woods, bits of string, and anything soft, really, as they sleep around 16 hours a day. As they're shy, they wait for you to go to bed, and then they venture out in search of food and water and materials for their nest.
No.
Their favorite foods are chips, raisins, and the crumbs from peanut butter on toast. I'm pretty sure Kyrie's bro made all that up.
The North American house hippo.
I don't think that's real.
It's not real. It can't hurt you.
Angel says,
Dude, and then he posts a video.
Are you gonna watch the video?
Oh, fuck. No,
All
I'm
right.
too scared.
I'm
It's gonna haunt my
pulling
phone.
it up right now.
No.
All right. Well, that was fake. Angel says
That's not photoshopped, okay?
my town's really small and has like max 4 ways in and out, but on one end of the freeway there's a hill that someone has decided to mow shapes into. On the side when you see leaving town, there's a heart that's kind of vague and much less upkept. But on the other side coming back, there's a blatant happy face. They even put solar-powered lights in the eyes and mouth so people can see it coming into town at night. There was a Snapchat filter for it at least a few years ago, but it didn't come up for me today.
Damn.
Also, while
That's
looking
a real-life wonder.
Also, while looking for pics for this, I realized that California used to be green. Wow, what a concept. Night View 2, it's on Google, and it's terrifying.
Oh my god. Yeah. What
Scary.
the fuck?
What the fuck? Wow.
I don't like that.
Alex says, the only thing I can think of is the mystery of the couple who banged inside the slide at the park. I don't know, my town is fucking boring.
He fucked inside the slide?
There's no mystery behind that, Alex.
How the fuck do you do that?
Hey, man.
They were like holding on to the sides of the fucking...
Yeah, it's a tube slide, dude.
Wow.
I mean, there's a way you can get the slide to do the work for you, you know?
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Bamboo says, okay, I'm going to ramble about my hometown instead of the town I currently live in. My hometown is pretty bare bones, not going to lie, but my friends and I always saw a bit more to it. 1, the popcorn shop, a candy store made from an alley that every townsfolk swears you should go into at least once, including me. If you ever find yourself in my unnamed hometown, go to the popcorn shop.
Okay.
2, this one I consider a wonder mostly because I was obsessed with it as a kid, and also in true Twilight Town fashion, it was debunked. My childhood friend and I would always look for fairies in my backyard, and one day we found this very small glimmer of light coming from a tree, and I was like, holy shit, man, a fairy! But it turns out it was just an extremely small knot hole that the sun would shine through each day. I still believe in fairies, though.
Okay.
3, the biggest wonderful, mysterious mystery wonder that to this day I still don't have an answer to. One day, the same friend from the fairy story and I were chilling in my backyard when we found candy on the ground. But not like a bag of candy or a chocolate bar wrapper, but individual robin egg candies just scattered everywhere. Being like 6 at the time, we came up with the very logical conclusion that it was raining candy. It was raining candy. Then we started theorizing that some guy had gotten up onto the roof of one of our houses and was throwing it down to the kids. We got way too into it, talking about which roof he'd have to stand on in order to toss the candy in the corner of my backyard. We never figured it out. Just spent the day eating candy off my muddy backyard, but clearly it was fine because we're both relatively alive and okay. Alive and relatively okay. My first longer question of the week answer. Bamboo, I have bad news for you.
I'm so fucking scared.
Those were actual robin eggs. You were just eating unborn children of robins.
Oh my god.
Those were just robin eggs,
Like,
dude. Wow, this chocolate tastes weird.
Wow, is that pretty good? You're like eating like little, like bunny shits.
You're eating bunny poop?
Yeah, dude. These are pretty good.
Wow. Gladiolo Amasita I'm a Cetia. I don't know if I say that right. If I'm not saying it right, tell me.
Yeah, I feel like you do that every time.
And they never tell me. Nothing quite like the canal full of shopping carts. We'd often say if you swam in there, you'd end up with a third arm or something. It was just pretty gnarly.
Jesus.
Downtown, we had a town crier still, for some reason. Always dressed up in olden times garb for it, ringing a bell. The guy dressed up at every Canada Day event or anything that went on that was a free event as a superhero. But not your Avengers or Justice League, no. He was Captain Kindness.
Oh, yeah.
And to this day, I don't know where he came from. I don't think these are mysteries, but they sure were the greatest hits where I come from. Another city, you'd be like, oh, hey, you want to see something weird? Sean says, so the place I always remember hearing about as a kid was Spook Hill. It was a hill about an hour or so away that you would drive to the bottom of, throw your car in neutral, and then you'd drive backwards up the hill. Never actually went, but my older sister always tried to get my aunt to drive out there to try it.
You would throw your car in neutral and it would just drive your car up the hill? Is that what they said? Is that
I
what
think
he
that's
said?
what he's saying.
What the fuck?
Pretty weird.
It's spooky.
It's very spooky. Wildcat Diana says, since most of you probably never heard of my hometown, how hidden should they be? To be honest, I will just pick my favorite place around here in the summer, which is the back parking lot of a Capuchos. You tried, Mike. Ansem lol.
God. Sniped.
Yes, it's a parking lot, but it's a parking lot that is secluded on the edge of a cliff with only a stone short wall to keep us from the edge. It's my favorite place in the area because you can go sit on the wall and you have the most amazing view of the entire Caparica coast area. You are just way above the tallest buildings, so you can see about 5 different neighborhoods lined up. And you are surrounded by nature, so sometimes peregrine falcons, that I personally think are gorgeous birds, are either stopping or even gliding to hunt for a meal, and you can watch them fly away. The sunset here is absolutely amazing. It's North Atlantic, so you see the actual fireball dive into the ocean, and the sky turns orange and pink over the blue water. And because that's where the Tagus River meets the ocean, you sometimes see a ship go away from the Canal City into the big unknown. I promise if Tara comes here, I will take her there to see it. Wait, not me? What the
Dude,
fuck?
and then it does the fucking Pirates of the Caribbean, like the fucking green blast, dude. Holy
It sounds like
shit.
Diana has her very own, like, Twilight Town clock
Yeah,
tower
dude.
situation going.
Yeah.
Meteor Phoenix says, I'm here in New Zealand City. Redacted. I guess probably the cathedral. The earthquake took most of it out, so if you like mysterious ruins, you can pretend you can see Nominee in the distance next to the pigeons.
Oh my god.
Zelda Strife says, we have an abandoned subway system that says in Bess Pence spooky voice, never completed. It was started in the early 1900s, but construction stopped in 1928. 2 miles of the system were built, as well as 4 stations. Its derelict tunnels and stations make up for the largest abandoned subway tunnel system in the United States, Wikipedia. Its construction was stopped due to funding discrepancies. It looks pretty creepy, in my opinion. I hope the blank shows up. What? Is there...
I'm so scared.
What am I looking for?
I'm so fucking scared.
Oh no. And Birdnox adds, Zelda Strife.
Sorry.
Bro, we are from the same city.
Oh my god.
Doxed.
They can both dox each other, dude.
Yeah.
They're both just holding a dox gun at each other like, you put it down. No, you.
DJ Korn says, question of the week, doxing people's hometowns. Yeah, next week is going to be, I just need to know the last 4 digits on your credit card and the 3 funny numbers on the back.
If your birthday was the...
Dude, I've seen that on Facebook. Like, people are like, hey, what was your first pet's name? Like, it's just one of those, like, pictures that has, like, the funny background and says it. And people are, like, answering it. And I'm like, you guys are fucking idiots. They're trying to get your security questions, you freaks.
If your mom's maiden name was your middle name, what would it be?
Yeah, right. Like, it's people do it, and people are, like boomers are on there, like, fucking answering
And
it.
it's got a picture of a minion, dude.
Ugh.
Easy fucking clap.
Cord says, the town I grew up in, Connecticut, is pretty boring, to be honest. We do have the Green in the center of town, which I think was like one of the first, if not the first, greens in New England. There's a lot of history there to learn about, and creepy ghost tours, etc. It's also very modernized now with shops, restaurants, bars right by the water, so it's definitely a go-to attraction. I Escape says, question of the week. Most of the residents in the Tri-Cities in Washington would say it's boring. Well, you would think right, good sir. However, the SCP Foundation has opened my eyes to the crazier sides of Washington. the unseen side of
SCP
Washington.
Foundation. Oh no.
At exactly 2:33 a.m. every night, don't walk down any of the trails existing in the Tri-Cities. You will find yourself transported to a dark reflection of the Tri-Cities,
Oh no.
where dogs walk humans. The sky are the lakes and rivers, while the lakes and rivers are the sky.
Oh my
And
God.
the deer, among other hunted animals, eagerly hunt humans and our dogs. Man's best friend must guard us with their very lives. It's a bloodbath. It's the Secret Life of Pets 3.
Oh my God.
SB Cat says, closest thing my town has to an artifact is a giant pink dinosaur on the side of the road. Florida for context. Nothing too excited in our neck of the woods.
It's just a chonker. I saw this on r/chonker.
Yeah, dude, he was there. Chip Cooper says, this isn't very interesting, but like 2 blocks away from my childhood home, someone owns a mystery machine. When I was a little man, I thought Scooby and the gang lived there. That is a mystery machine.
Yeah. Holy shit. That's like
And then-
exactly it.
Yeah. And then Chip Cooper also adds, oh, it's also about 10 minutes away from a house made to look like the Flintstones house. We would pass by it on my way to my grandparents' ranch. Not sure why there's a weird Hanna-Barbera themed stuff around here. I'm just making that connection now. It does look like the Flintstones house.
The fuck?
Wrath of Rebellion on Twitch says, cues spooky music. I wonder if my wonder is wonderful enough to be called a wonder. Ah, yes. My crusty closet.
Oh, Jesus.
Legends say once you come in, you'll be stuck inside and sucked from your mind.
What the fuck?
Sucked dry, they would say. Pirates laugh. Once your mind has been erased. A strange man in a mysterious black coat will take of you. Wait, what? My is gone. My is gone. Not only but the word, too. This isn't your average crusty bandit on the loose. Once you enter my cavern of horny, you'll come out of it with the urge to whack it, smack it, and man, this is new low for me. Fuck it. I live in London. I don't. And I have this giant pretentious clock tower. It's called Big Ben. Ever fucking heard of it, fellas?
He says, fuck it. I live in London.
I don't.
Nice, dude.
Energy Scott says, I'm a bit late to the game with this question of the week, but this needs solving. Here in England, Kent, we have a town called Chatham. Chatham.
Yeah.
And there's a statue
Chatham.
that's always has a cone on its head or arm. Supposedly this is done by some slightly drunk passersby, and the council kept taking it down, but then it kept appearing. For years this has happened, but now the council just leave them there and actually use it for their marketing. That's the backstory, but the mystery is just how. We've all been drunk, right? Could you imagine climbing this statue while carrying a cone? It's been done a lot of times. Baffles me to this day.
I think it's like a bottle flip situation.
Oh, you think they're flipping
They
it up
just
there?
flip it up there, dude.
Okay. Jason, do you have an answer to this question of the week, dude?
The only thing it makes me think of is like when I was little, like we have this like essentially like a sewer fucking drain, like creek in our backyard. And I just remember like,
I mean, it's still there.
yeah. No, but like as a kid, I would like go out there and be like, it's fucking spooky.
Yeah. What I always thought was spooky about it is, you know, we live on a pretty busy road, and
Yeah.
if you got close enough, you could hear the cars going over it, you know?
Yeah.
In our town, I mean, there's like some landmarks. Like we do this, they do this, I mean, they haven't done it in a couple of years because of COVID and all that, but they do this thing called Art Prize downtown, which is like basically all over town, people do these art pieces, and then
It's super cool.
it's pretty cool, and then everybody goes around and like votes on which one's the best, and a lot of times they end up keeping them there. Like we have a river downtown, it's called the Grand River, and there's like a Loch Ness monster that was in it for years that someone built. That's cool.
It was super fucking cool. I also remember it was like a pig face or something. Like it was like a pig that was downtown for a really long time.
A pig face?
It was like a big ass pig. It was like over by the bomb.
Huh. I don't remember the pig face.
Mm.
But there's always a lot of cool stuff that comes to that.
It was like probably 4 or 5 years ago.
There's also there's a town like on the outskirts where there's supposedly a witch. The Ada witch.
Yeah, witch baby.
And it's supposedly spooky. I've never been out there, but people tell me it's spooky. Anyway, that was the question of the week this week. Thanks for letting us into your hometowns a little bit. This next question is another...
I will now use Google Maps to find where everybody
I know
lives.
where you all live now. This next question is another like non-Kingdom Hearts one.
Okay. Kind of cringe.
From Pokemon Trainer J. Whilst we are on our Kingdom Hearts downtime, what other games are you playing and why should we all be playing them too? I know we've done a similar question before, but it's been a long time. So let us know what games y'all are playing. We want to hear about them. Jason's... yeah. So Jason's going to talk about Final Fantasy 14, obviously, and probably BioRoxas will too. But feel free to talk about other games too.
I feel like Zombie's going to too.
Yeah, a lot of people will. Anyway, that's going to do it for this.
No, let's be real. He'll talk about Pokemon Unite.
That's true. He'll probably talk about Pokemon Unite, which I'll probably talk about too.
Shit.
I'm going to talk about Mini Motorways. It's a game I'm playing where you have to make traffic work. It's very fun.
Wow.
Very minimalist graphics, but very fun.
Very cute.
Should I play it in front of you right now
No,
on the podcast?
absolutely not.
Okay. All right. Sorry. Anyway, hashtag please patch KH.
Yes.
Hashtag it. Do it. And also, thank you everybody for listening and watching. This was episode number 124. Just to remind everybody, you can leave us a review on Apple Podcasts. You can email us at answerreportpodcast@gmail.com. You can join the Discord and reach out to us there. Or you can hit us up on twitch.tv/SuperSpaghettiBros or on youtube.com/C/SuperSpaghettiBros, our YouTube channel. All those places are places you can hit us up and say hello if you'd like to. We'd love to speak to each and every one of you that listen to the podcast every week. We appreciate you. I know you Spotify freaks are out there listening in mass. A lot of Spotify podcast listeners out there.
Dude, shout-outs.
Shout-outs to them. We appreciate you guys sticking with us even during this Kingdom Hearts kind of slow time where we have to rely on people making drama and ridiculous statements on Twitter.
Yeah, dude, I gotta make a Twitter and I just gotta start some fucking beef, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Fuck.
Dude, you just gotta start some beef with somebody. I hope everybody is having a comprehensible and woke day. And we will see you guys next week with episode 125. Yeah. Jason, hit him with
Stay comprehensible and stay woke, dude.
That's not how we end this podcast.
No, that's not how I was ending it. May your heart be your guiding key.
Thank you, Syndical.
Now fuck off.